Mr.
Yeah, I think about 6 years ago, Fred, I questioned you about what the school foundation was. You can vaguely remember I came to your office. The reason being is because of the fact I was thinking about, when I hear school board foundation, I started thinking about the kids and how did it apply to them. And I think you told me that there is money for students, such as some of the students we had come in a month ago saying that they didn't have uniforms for the pom-pom team and so and so and so and so. And how is any of that money earmarked for students, for any activities, anything they're doing outside of just computers for the teacher's classroom?
I think they've set aside, based upon Dr. Batista's meeting with the president, Mr. Nenich, that they set aside like $30,000, I think, this year we have in our budget in order to provide to the schools, to help the schools with different things. For that purpose, that they would have to come in for we request a grant in order to get assistance for that.
At this particular time, I would ask that some information be given to the athletic department, or however it needs to be disseminated in the schools for those for some of those activities that go on, whether it be golf outings. I heard you say you guys had golf outings. It's good that you raise money for golf outings, but again, I've heard a lot of students come in here and cry their hearts out because they were trying to get things accomplished, and they didn't know where to go. So maybe I'd like to see some information go out to some of these areas where there's a need in the schools.
Was there a motion made on this?
Yes, Ms. Jones and Ms. Harris.
You second it? Okay. Roll call.
Ms. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. McBride?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Ms. Hannah?
Yes.
Ms. McGuire? Yes. Mr. Reddick?
Yes.
Mr. Shipley?
Yes, motion carried. Next item will be item 3, adoption of a resolution to approve school funding reform and improve student achievement. Recommendation?
It's the administration's recommendation that the Board of Education approve the resolution in attachment 1A in support of reforming school funding and improving student achievement, and allow A+ Illinois to circulate its petition, which is in attachment 2, within our school system.
I so move.
Motion made by Ms. Jones. Need a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Mr. Anderson. Discussion?
Yes, I'd like to comment that I attended a presentation by this group, and some of the information that they were quoting was inaccurate. There have been groups that have been trying for about 20 years to change the formula with regard to funding for the schools. In view of the status of our state government and the debt that they have, I don't see where there's going to be any changes in the near future. They are in debt for pensions, for teachers, for all employees. They have, the governor has taken money out of numerous funds, and based upon the presentation I heard, I was the president, I would vote against it, but I'm not going to vote to let them pass into the schools.
Roll call.
Ms. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. McBride?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Ms. Hannah? Ms. McGuire?
Present.
Mr. Reddick?
Yes.
Mr. Shipley?
Yes, motion carried. The next item will be the financial report. Item A, approval of the annual financial report for the year 2006. Recommendation.
The recommendation is that the Board of Education authorizes the adoption of the annual financial report, which was audited by the accounting firm of Evans, Marshall, and Pease.
Motion made by Ms. Hannah, seconded by Ms. Jones, to approve the annual financial report for the school year 2006. Discussion. Roll call.
Ms. Jones?
Yes.
Well, why don't we, let's get going with this, and then they want to do a presentation, we can do one. Let's finish this.
Mr. McBride?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Ms. Hannah?
Yes.
Ms. McGuire?
I approve the report, but I have questions to ask him.
Mr. Reddick? Shipley?
Yes, motion carried.
They are here, the auditors are here, Mr. Blaine.
Yes, sir, if you'd like to report now, they can make their presentation.
Good evening. I'm Jeff Carlson. I'm a principal with Evans Home. Please won't take too much of your time. Just give you an overview of what you will have received or have received already. And if you have any questions during the short little presentation, please feel free to ask questions.
Why don't we do this first, sir, before you start?
Okay.
Ms. White, do you have questions first?
I will wait till
Okay. I want you to get them out of the way.
Okay. Real briefly, there are 3 items that we distribute typically for a audit. We'll start with the first one, which is the federal program report, which is provided if a school district needs to do a single audit. Single audit is necessary if you have funding of $500,000 of federal funds or more, which of course you do. So we had to provide a single audit, which means we have to pick certain programs in this audit. We did that, went through that, we provided a single audit report. That goes to the clearinghouse. Pretty much that's all it is. No real major concerns in there, so if there's no questions about it, but that's something that needs to be done whenever you have $500,000 in federal monies.
How are we doing school watch-wise with regards to our finances for this year? Are we still not meeting the debt targets?
I have not gone through any of the financial watch information. That's not typically something we would go through. That's probably what the school you'll get from ISBE after the meeting. But we don't really go through that. The second report, we go to that one, is the management letter, which is something that we can provide, but we don't have to provide. It will show concerns or recommendations that we have that we found during the audit. It's just a letter that you have received or will receive again. Things that we outline that we think we might want to improve on in the systems of controls that you might have, that sort of thing. Nothing very major, just things that we pointed out that we think should maybe be improved as we go forward. And thirdly, of course, is the audit report. Again, this year it's a modified cash basis report, which is just that, it's cash basis, money in, money out, no accruals. You take it for what it's worth. It is what it is. Easy to understand, but it is cash basis. The only modification is for debt and fixed assets, which are put on the balance sheet for ASB 34 purposes. Gives you a little bit better picture than just not putting anything on except ins and outs of a check register, basically. And again, it's the ASB 34 format, which means you have 2 new, not new anymore, I guess for a couple of years you've had it now.